Hey toy fans, Aaron here, and today I just received my pre-orders from Entertainment Earth of the Shore Trooper and Biston 2-pack, and then also the 3 3/4 inch Fenn Rau figure, which today I thought we'd take a look at. So let's head to that table and check this guy out. And taking a look at the packaging, Fenn Rau was released on the Rogue One line of cards, and I think it was the 4th wave of figures that you were lucky to even see in the stores. But anyways, it's pretty good looking. You got the Death Trooper up in the upper right corner. Nice image of Fenn Rau with his helmet on in the left side of the card. And then of course through the bubble you get a good look at the figure, the included helmet, and blasters. And on the back side, you got a brief write-up about Fenn Rau in the upper part of the card, with the middle section here dedicated to promoting the Star Wars FX app, or Studio FX app, rather. And then underneath that, of course, a bunch of legal information. Looking at the figure out of the packaging, it's pretty decent looking. Going in the head sculpt, things are looking pretty good there, and I do think that it resembles the way the character was portrayed in the cartoon. However, I will say that in the show, this little forehead piece on this outfit is supposed to be white or maybe a gray, and that's all painted a solid color through there. So, not quite accurate. It doesn't bug me all that much, just pointing it out. But anyways, and just getting it back on the turntable now, let it slide around. Otherwise, painting's pretty good. The lines between the undersuit and the face itself is pretty clean. Eyebrows are looking good. The eyes are painted in nicely. The only thing you're not getting, which probably just, I would say it's probably too small, but you know, we've seen it on other figures, is where his ears go. Like, you know, there's like a little red light or white light, little LED lights or something. Those are not painted in there. Aside from that though, the blue stripe on the top of the head's looking pretty good. Sliding in through the arms and the waist area, good detailing through there. On top of his little shoulder armor pieces though, again, there should be some design painted on there that we don't get here. Otherwise, chest area is looking good. I like the way this little chest box looks. Do think that's a separately molded piece that's inserted and glued in there. But you do get a little bit of red paint, green paint on there for the button lights. And a little bit of sloppy painting on his left shoulder. His left, your right as you're looking at it. But you can see that light blue kind of little overspray there on the shoulder of the figure. And on the shoulders, you also have some pockets and kind of like some ribbing detailing molded in through there. And then as it spins around to the backside, you can see you get a little bit of sculpting detail in that back piece. Painting through the belt area is pretty good. You know, they get good lines of separation from that uniform shirt and the belt itself. Nice little red painting in the belt buckle area. Not sure what that dark gray spot is. I don't know if that's an area that the paint missed or if that's the detailing that's supposed to be there. My guess is it's a miss on the paint. As you can see, the figure does have a holster on each side of his leg. Those are painted pretty nicely. Going down through the leg area and feet, legs are looking good. Some pocket detailing on the front of the thighs. And then you get down around the shoe area, you got a little sky blue again to match the gloves of the figure. And the figure does come with a removable helmet. Pretty good detailing to it. Nice paint job through the face area. I like that they added the little red Mandalorian detailing through the top of the area there, the forehead part. And then this hose does have a little tab that I'll show in a moment that kind of slides on into the chest piece. Very flexible though otherwise, and some decent detailing to it, wrapping around underneath and into the back. And then that tab piece, as I mentioned, goes in right there underneath. Holds very nicely. With that on, you know, you're going to lose it once you do any head turning, so it's going to limit that. So you can't even really pose the figure with that turned at all. It's going to have to stay pretty forward. Otherwise, getting into the other accessory here, comes with the jetpack, as all good Mandalorians have. You know, did it have wings in the Rebels cartoon? I don't recall there being wings, but with this piece, you know, you can't slide it all the way in, but you can slide it in just a little bit or slide it out for a longer wingspan. Otherwise, some decent detailing to it overall. No special painting, just this is its own molded color, as is the wings. And then that's all attached in there. Nothing totally securing it onto the figure. It just rests over the shoulders and sits on like so. So, you know, it will fall off if you're, you know, a kid playing around. It's going to fall off. Trying to stand this figure upright with the jetpack on, he's just going to fall right over. Not that this is going to add any more weight to the front, but, you know, as you can see, that doesn't help the cause either. You'd have to bend him over. There we go. Like that to get him to stand up in your collection. So that's unfortunate to see. You know, I do think overall, obviously, this jetpack is much larger than it needs to be. Certainly could have done without the wings to let that be smaller and possibly have him the chance to stand up without any assistance. And for weapons, he does come with 2 blasters. As you can see on this one here, this far back one, he's got decent sculpting to it in the mold and stuff, looking all right. But getting in on this one here, it looks kind of just a mess, really. Detailing did not come through at all on the mold. Flipping to the other side here, it's, you know, kind of hit and miss, really. A little bit better on this side of the other gun. And as I mentioned earlier, he's got 2 holsters, and those guns just slide right in on each side. As far as the articulation goes, the head is on a ball socket, so that's going to twist around and go up and down quite nicely. Shoulder area, of course, the arms just go up and no other articulation through there. Nothing at the waist area. Legs just come forward and then back. So pretty standard 5 points there. So overall, it's a pretty decent looking figure. I would have liked a smaller jetpack so that the figure could stand upright on its own without the need of a figure stand. But it's nice to get a figure released from the Star Wars Rebels show that I can add to my toy shelf. And so that wraps up this look at the Fenn Rau figure. I'd love to know your thoughts on it in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.